What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekend astrology forecast for the weekend of April 9th and the 10th of 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all so much. I hope that you had a great week and are ready for this weekend. We're going to see that moon finishing up in Cancer on Saturday, and it's going to trine over to Jupiter and Neptune, which will make their exact conjunction April 12th, this coming Tuesday. So that's a big deal, I think, especially with the other aspects going on with Mercury finishing up in Aries and also getting squared by the moon. And then we're seeing Pluto, of course, still in Capricorn at 28 degrees. So the moon's going to make this opposition to Pluto and T-square to the moon in Aries. So there's a lot of this pressure on our will. You know, the Aries is what we do. It's like thinking about ourselves in a new way forward, in a new progression, especially as we finish off this weekend with the moon square Uranus. And even with all the Uranian aspects we've had, there's this Uranus Taurus North Node even. It's like there's these new aspects that we're all kind of stepping into in one way or another. And this is like that deep penetration within your own mind and your own thought to know that you can do it. You've been through everything in life to kind of get to this point of time. And I think this weekend's where we really go deep into that understanding and like really, it's almost like we have to change the way we think about ourselves. We have to change the way we identify with ourselves in a positive way, I think is the best way to look at it. Like, how can you be more secure with the moon in Cancer, more rooted in who you are, and get your body, your mind, your emotions, and especially with the trine over to Jupiter and Neptune, your spiritual self on this same sort of directional identification. And it's like there has to be the commitment there. We're also seeing the sun finish up at 19 degrees. It's going to come to 20 on Saturday, but then it's going to go to 21 by Sunday. So we're seeing the sun starting to make its sextile over to Saturn in Aquarius, which we're going to see next week, but that's building right now. So there's something about these thoughts and these changes of perception, maybe, to kind of like, it's almost like getting your divine will in order with your ego and committing to it. And that's where you're going to start to see things pay off. So it's like you got to keep kind of persevering through these times and keep going. Don't, you know, it definitely is sensitive, it's definitely emotional, but it's using those emotions to fuel some fire within you that you can figure out mentally and penetrate and go after. But I do think that there's something about this bigger presence kind of coming in right now to kind of make this moment in time, because when the moon opposes Pluto in Capricorn, it will be the last time we see the moon in Cancer oppose Pluto before it goes retrograde. And it's T-square Mercury. So it's definitely intense emotionally. It's also very sensitive emotionally. We're trying to get to the root of all our desires, I think, and all the things we do want to accomplish, or what the mission is with Pluto in Capricorn. And this is like that, it's kind of like that, you know, take it and run with it. It's almost like, it's very like, it's kind of Four of Cups to me too, with the trines that we see with Neptune and Jupiter. It's like, there is this gift of, you know, almost like enlightenment that's coming, and whatever enlightenment is to you, but it's like taking that to the next level of the things you can initiate and sort of the comfort you can find within yourself to do so, and then getting that mind in this like quick, like bloop bloop, ready to go. Because then Mercury is going to finish off on Sunday and come into Taurus, and Mercury is going to rip through Taurus. It's going to go over 2 degrees per day through there. So, you know, Mercury, the fastest planet, is going through the slowest sign. And it's almost like there's this like, oh, well, I gotta kind of take it slow, or I don't know. It's like we definitely want to keep moving. This is the final couple weeks here of all planets direct and Aries season. So you definitely want to like get your mind ready to go build the things, go create the things, and do the Taurus thing where it is persistence. It is getting like every little thing the way you want it, and at a high quality, but more within yourself. And like, I think it's also the perception and like the way we communicate with ourselves or think about ourselves. This is like what's been coming up for this horoscope. It's like we got to change that wiring And I think this weekend's that weekend where that does get changed. That does get some sort of, oh nice, got some more light. That does get a shift. So it's this shift of perception to realize the thoughts we have about ourselves or the things we tell ourselves are actually the only thing stopping us. It's not external things. It's literally just, do you believe in yourself right now? Do you believe that you can push it to the next stage? So I feel like we're at this place this weekend where it's like we gotta push, even though it can be a little exhausting or sensitive or emotional. Gotta get out there and make those things happen. So yeah, we'll see what the card has to say, and I hope that was helpful for you all. I'm so tired. Oh my God. All-nighter, a few hours of sleep. Knight of Cups. I like that card. I'm back, bitches. I think it is about feeling secure within yourself and kind of charging forward and knowing you got this. You know, having that like emotional body armor to get through sensitive times and to keep pushing when maybe it feels like the last thing you want to do right now is keep pushing. But there's something about that divine will and that divine flow that will give you all the strength you'll need right now to really commit to a new way of thinking about who you are and why you're here. Two of Pentacles upright. I think it's up to you to choose which reality you want to live in right now. Is it one where you're strong and empowered and can create a physical world, or is it one where you're just getting sucked away by sensitivities in the world? And I think that's where we need that body armor emotionally, and it won't be that hard. It's just a mental shift. And Seven of Wands in reverse. I mean, we can't be like afraid or worried or timid, I feel like, when it comes to taking our position at a higher place within ourselves. It's like the hierarchy within yourself and the way you push and pursue life right now it's got to go to that next level. And you got to kind of defend that high position within yourself. So it's like realizing you're the shit, you got this. And I think that little perception changes everything, especially coming into where we're going. And we are seeing Saturn square the nodes, of course, very intense. That'll be exact on Monday. And that's been a long kind of buildup of this very karmic place of like, we have to do things differently. We have to try different things and then keep at those different things. And that's where we start to see, I think, the greatest payout, the greatest rewards, return on investment come up. But it's like, to get those, first of all, you have to put yourself on that higher ground within your own way of really thinking, and I think that'll be helpful. I appreciate you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you for the weeklies and for all the horoscopes next week. Much love. Peace.